the question I had was, and I think it also touches a bit about the meditation we just had. You said a long time ago that, how was it, consciousness or awakeness? I forgot. For me, it's sometimes difficult also the distinction, but has to surrender to relativity. And does this mean that consciousness has to surrender to more or less learn to love the little self, like
No.
no? How would that translate? What does it mean?
Is the little self relativity? I mean, I think that all of this is relative. All relativity. So the only thing that can surrender is oneness. And the only thing that oneness can surrender to is itself. It won't feel like that. It will feel like, I have had moments that felt like just tremendous release of everything and surrender. But that's always from the unit's perspective or the mind's perspective. The truth is there's just one thing, and and it's you, but you have the idea that there's something else, that there's something more, and that you're missing something precious, something that you've had, but that you don't have now. Because in your confusion of relativity, there is the distortion of the sense of time. Well, you can't have one without the other. I mean, it's just because time is the duration of appearance, if you will. It's not really, there is no real time, but it goes with the dream.
Yeah, that's a beginning and an end in experience.
Yeah. There's space and time are the dream in which all appearances show up. It is this, we are in this dreaming now. We are this dreaming now. It feels more like we're in it, because it feels like there's a Fred or there's a Selena, and we're in two different places. But I can't find anything other than here, and I bet you can't either. So there's here now. There's no then. There's no soon. No other. It really is all about you. And what is it that's all about you? You. And it just, the words just can't capture it, right? Because in truth, the mind can't capture it either. What we're doing is we're brushing against, like brushing against a star, and we can feel light, or we're brushing against a tree and we can feel some roughness, but we don't know what it is. We're brushing against something, and there's nothing to brush against. They're just us. So we formulate this idea of other. And once we do that, we'll have, you can't have an other without a me. So the moment I'm believing in other, I'm believing in me. And when I say me, I mean, of course, the character, the sense of Fredness, which is, I have no complaints. You know, he's not perfect, but he's mine. and he's trying pretty hard, I'll tell you that.
I'll keep him.
That's a generous statement.
I'll always keep him. No matter what.
Now, if you don't, I promise you nobody else will.
Oh.
So there's nothing to resist. There's nothing to resist, and there's nothing to surrender to this or to surrender to.
So one is surrendering to oneness by doing nothing.
Thank you. Now, that's really is true. And that's actually very astute. It wants to surrendering to oneness by doing nothing, because that's the opposite of the resistance that we have.
Yeah.
Our resistance is just as active as our surrender.
Mhm.
Right?
Yes.
It is a state. It's a self-induced state. And it is a capital S, self-induced.
It's still an action, a movement, so to speak.
And it can't be an action or a movement in the absence of stillness. You are the stillness. That's all there is. But you respond to movement as if there was such a thing. But it can't be without you, so it's not independent.
You know, you know what image I'm seeing of a lake or something that is,
Uh-huh.
and then there's a wind, which you are again, you're the wind, and that makes movement, and that makes the waves, and then something else happens,
Yeah.
and it's all one thing.
And that what happens next is the wind says, God, I'm scared.
And also feels it.
There's waves down there. Right?
Must be danger here. I have to
Yeah,
protect
must be
myself.
danger here.
Mm.
Because with the birth of me is the birth of discontent.
Yeah, always.
Yeah, there's in that stillness,
Mm.
just contentment. In silence, there's really no other. Nothing breaks silence. Like he broke the silence. No, he didn't. That is all appearing within the silence. All noise is within the silence because it can't be heard in the absence of no thing, in the absence of because what we're trying to do here is when we're resisting or pretty much doing anything else, we're really trying to resist what's already is.
Mm.
You know, I'm resisting that I'm sitting in a chair with some friends in a virtual room, still in a virtual room with a bunch of friends. My resistance has no effect whatsoever, and I don't really have any resistance, but it can look as if, yeah.
If I may add to that, I was thinking about today or yesterday. People often speak about you have to let go of this, you have to let go of anger, you have to let go of fear, blah, 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 blah. But basically, that's also a way of letting go of resistance. And if you letting go is actually the only way, I think, but I would like to hear your opinion, sorry, by letting it be as a way to allow
That is allowing, isn't it?
if you're allowing the resistance, then it stops to be resisted and then it'll drop. So also that's paradoxically, you don't have to, the harder you work to let go, the more you reinforce it, it seems.
Paradox is the perfect word. That's actually what we have to get comfortable with in non-duality. And all of the frustration that everybody feels because they can't get it, or they can't get it enough, or they can't get it back, or whatever, is due to that, the idea that something needs to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened yet.
And the happening has to be different and better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because this will never do.
Yeah. So, and then you get people, they tell you, let it go. And I'm like, there's a, it's
Rather than
done.
letting it go, just don't invent it to begin with, right?
That's number one. But when it's already there, you still have to acknowledge it
You
because
have to acknowledge it. You have to accept it,
exactly, you have to
because
allow it.
it's all about acknowledgement and adjustment. You have to recognize that, thoughts occurring, so I'm being lied to, right? Not myself, but I'm still being lied to.
Yeah. And then you believe one thought and then you're down the drain again. And it's in a split second.
That's right.
It's amazing how quick it goes.
They had a word for it in Zen. They would say, first there was one, then there were two, because there's really none, but once there's one, there has to be two. So first there was one, then there were two, and then there were the thousand things, right? Which is the idea of the many splendored world, right? Or
Yeah.
it's we can't get out of the sense of the total sense of duality, because there's no duality. It's just a sense of it. We make it up, but we don't really do it. It just happens. The But the sense of duality is perfect for ego.
Oh, yeah.
Ego doesn't need truth. It's not interested in truth. So,
It refuses it.
yeah, right, exactly. So what is this? This might be okay if only, if only.
Mm.
We look at the world and it's with if only. This would be great. I got $100. That's great. If I had 110, that would be wonderful. The hundred's not wonderful. It's just better than it was when I had nothing. But it's not that much better, right? I mean, it's just, it's that unsatisfiable judge.
Yeah. Judge and jury.
Judge and jury. That's right.
But what I've also again learned, it was a good rehearsal, a good repetition, that still you have to work with relativity because the absolute, it doesn't do it by itself.
That's the paradox.
That's the paradox
That's
again.
the paradox.
Somehow I expect always that the absolute will take care of itself, but it doesn't. I really have to, make my schedule like so that I can actually attend satsang because I need satsang. And if I don't, start cooking on time, I won't be able to attend. And
Right.
that's always so,
Yeah.
sounds, when I'm saying it, I sound like, yeah, it's so obvious. And still I fall in the trap.
Yeah. You can sometimes see it coming and you can see it leaving, but you can't notice it while it's here, right?
Yeah.
There's On the Starship Enterprise, Captain Kirk used to say, resistance is futile. And he couldn't have been more right about everything. Right? Resistance is futile. But it's only when we actually recognize that. It's recognizing the futility of our search for more, better, bigger, other. It's our search for our imagination, because there's nothing here but, well, there's experiencing, but it's virtual. But it doesn't feel virtual, and you can't treat it like it's nothing, because it's not nothing. It's the other half, but there's not but one. You can't, I mean, it's all this stuff. It just, you can't put it all together in a neat package. And that's what millions of people are trying to do right now.
Yeah, you're trying to make it all fit and it doesn't.
No, it doesn't fit. You can't put this in a box or a bag. It won't fit. Nothing fits it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
because that too is paradox. You can't really cover up something that isn't, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh, good
you have
one.
to just come to see that, recognize, well, and this is not for acting. This is not about action. This is about sanity, is that you can notice that you are that sense of being, and that everything you're seeing and hearing and feeling and touching and smelling and all that, all the senses, that it's all virtual. It's all mental, or mental kind of be the wrong word, but it's not based in a 3D reality. Occasionally I will have somebody, I've had quite a number of people over the years, and it's been my experience several times too, where you can glimpse the universe in 2D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you sometimes become like a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're flat.
that's it. Everything's flat.
Yeah.
I remember the first time that happened to me, it was just unbelievable. Everything's flat. And and that's some kind of representation by the mind, because we wouldn't have any mental response if we were just looking at nothing. So it can't be no D, right?
It has to be a projection of some sort, right?
A projection, and that's what it is.
Ah.
We're projecting what is.
Yeah.
And
I'm making you up because I needed to listen to you.
Well, you had to make up you before you made up me.
Yeah.
See the paradox. It's insane. Where does this start? It doesn't. Where does it end? It doesn't.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And it always makes me laugh when I realize this.
Yeah.
It's so
That's it. And it's the funniest thing ever.
It's really a cosmic joke, isn't it?
It is the cosmic joke. This is the cosmic joke. And it's damn funny.
And what is so funny? I can't explain it, but
Yeah.
I just feel it.
Well, you can't explain it because it's paradoxical.
Yeah.
All you can do is say, so this is the way that it is. And it's also just like this, right? And which is it? It's not. There's no answer to that. There's no which is it. It's two things or 1,000 things and one thing.
Yeah, non-duality is actually two dualities being one. Of a non-duality.
No, it's the two sides of relativity being one.
Yes.
That's exactly right. There's, we're waiting for the non-dual state, and we are all in it.
Yeah, the dual state is
This is the non-dual state. We may be experiencing relativity.
Yeah. It's so perfect.
Yeah. If
Okay, I think Robin has his hand up, so I'm leaving the floor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Enjoyed this.